Yeah, when you say coming out party for Will Shipley, what I think was more impressive was sometimes you see a coming out party where the holes are so wide a Mack truck could run through it and any running back could gain 150 yards because it's just one of those performances by the offensive line and they're just basically, first contact they're getting tackled 15 yards down the field. That was a well-earned tough 128 yards.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Shipley, that the only question I had about him was how tough he was going to be running between the tackles. And if anybody had any doubts about that, I think he put those to bed Saturday, because he picked up some tough rushing yards. He wasn't going down very often on first contact. His feet kept moving. And, he had a lot of yards a lot of carries where they only got 3 or 4 yards, but they were tough yards because there just wasn't a whole lot of room to run. But he did what good players do. He made plays, and he made them when they mattered.
DJ, there was one play in particular that he made or failed to make, actually, that I just thought was pretty indicative of what we talk about concerning him every week. He drops back to pass. He's got Justin Ross one-on-one on the right side. On the left side, he's got, I don't know who it was on the left side.
I'm not sure. I think it was.
The Florida State safety was way to the left, wasn't even close. And he made the wrong decision, obviously. Plus, he stared him down. Wasn't even like he looked right and then went left. He just stared him down the whole time, throws the ball where the safety is, while his best receiver's on the other side of the field. There was like 4 things he did wrong in that one play. And I hate to pick on him from that standpoint, but this just seems to happen over and over and over.
Yeah, me and a guy on the sideline were watching it as it happened, and we were both like, man, he's wide open, and he never looked at him, talking about Justin Ross. And, they tried to explain that thing away after the game. They asked DJ about it, and he said that was the play call. That was who it was supposed to go to. That play was designed to go. I think it was in God. I might be wrong. It was designed to go to him, and that's where he went with it. Tony Elliott said the same thing yesterday. There was no other option on that play. It was to go to. They was taking a shot to Ngata down the field. I don't know if I buy all that. I think they might be just trying to protect him, but I've never really heard of such a thing. You only giving him one guy, one option. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I know they were simplifying some things for him, trying to take some of the decision making off his shoulders, but that doesn't seem like one of the things you take away. You don't limit his options throwing down the field. But that was the explanation that was given. It was definitely not a good decision. They had the safety high over the top, and it was not even a good throw. Let's just say we're buying what they're selling for a minute, and that is his only option. You got to either throw that. If you're not going to make a better throw, you got to throw that away. You can't throw it up there and let it get picked off or whatever.
Yeah. Again, there were about 3 or 4 reasons why that was the wrong decision to make. And again, you can understand this a couple times a game out of any quarterback, but it's just repeated week after week after week. The Florida State offense is nothing to write home about. It's not exactly prolific, but they have been running the ball on just about everybody. Jayshon Corbin pretty much tacks on 110 or 20 yards against everybody, and they completely shut down that run game.
Yeah, another impressive performance by that Clemson defense. I thought one of the biggest keys was going to be, keeping Jordan Travis contained, not letting him get outside the pocket and beating you with his legs. And they totally shut his, he didn't run at all on. I think he had negative rushing yards, actually. And, those 2 running backs are nothing to sneeze at either. Those are 2 good running backs. They've really been running the ball well over the last month or so. I think 200 yards a game, 4 consecutive games, if I'm not mistaken. And they didn't get that Saturday. Clemson shut that running game down, and I thought that was the key to make Travis beat them with his arm. And he was not able to do that.